And we are getting ready to go into the first game after a long wait, but hopefully worth it. eOnzErG versus Liquid Drone here on Circuit Breakers, game number 1. Oh yeah. Alright, and at the bottom left position as the white Protoss, we will have Liquid Drone, aka TOT Eriador. And his opponent at the top left will be the yellow Zerg IFU eOnzErG. He is the reigning champion, by the way. He has won the previous 3 ESL Weekly Cups. So a very formidable opponent for Drone. But Drone did take out LancerX already in this tournament. And LancerX has done okay against eOnzErG in the past as well. So I think Liquid Drone is definitely on a similar level here. Definitely has a solid shot at taking this down. We'll just have to see how the games go here. Oops, I completely changed the screen again, even though I fixed my friggin' hotkeys, because I am so terrible at OBS. So it looks like we're gonna have a gateway expand, I guess, if he's not gonna leave the probe. Leave with the probe? Maybe not. Let's see here. But Liquid Drone, again, he's an old school player, so I don't know if he does gateway expands. Does he? This looks like gateway expand. Yeah, it is going to be a gateway expand from Drone against eOnzErG. Now eOnzErG is going to get the early scout off because they are vertical spawns. And the thing is, the probe is going to the bottom right. Now if eOnzErG is smart, which he is, he's not going to show this Overlord, because he can just stay on the high ground out of vision. And so he's going to know what Drone's doing, and Drone's not going to know that eOnzErG spawned at the top left until his probe gets there. So that's going to be unfortunate for him. Now, the gateway expansion is going to allow Drone to be a little bit aggressive, but he also has to be careful, because eOnzErG can also just make a whole bunch of Zerglings run in, and, you know, usually when you go for this build, you go Gateway, Nexus, and then Forge, so your cannons are quite late. So there's a period of time where you're defending, or quite a long period of time, where you're only defending with Zealots. And it can be a little bit dangerous against the Zerg. Foxhan has showed up in the chat. What's up, dude? Once again, guys, Foxhan is the awesome guy who's made all these fancy new graphics and overlays for my stream. So give him a shout out, give him a thumbs up, give him a hug in the chat. Wait, what? Is he gonna shield battery this? But the lings are already here. This is a little bit optimistic. Or was he gonna cannon rush it? I mean, that's extremely optimistic, especially since seeing this hatchery timing, you should realize that it's not a 12 hatch, that it is actually an overpool. So he's gonna kill one Zergling, not really the greatest, and he's actually gonna cannon rush the third base. Drone is just is going full cheese mode. Now he did make a second Zealot, but that's also gonna cut into his Zealot production, right? Okay, so this is basically a distraction for the Zerglings, so that he can build cannons. He just needs this to stay alive as long as possible. The pylon is done. He's not making cannons just yet, though. Oh, nice micro there by eOnzErG. Does eOnzErG realize that this is happening, though? Because the probe disappeared. Does he realize that the probe disappeared? Does it actually occur to him that the probe has been missing for a really long time? Because usually you would use the probe to help your Zealot, right? Oh man, eOnzErG is just doing really good micro, though. These Zealots are doing... Well, I mean, the Zealots are doing no damage. All they're doing is distraction. And eOnzErG is not checking. The cannons are going to finish. And the Zealot's actually running towards the cannons. Now, eOnzErG didn't see that there's no Nexus here, so he couldn't tell by the fact... You know, if he saw the lack of a Nexus, he would see this coming. And here we go. He has time to cancel it if he wants to. He's not going to cancel it, though. I don't know if that was just because he didn't react in time, like if he wanted to cancel this or not, but he's going to lose it now. I don't think there's any way for him to save this. Look at how fast it's dying, especially with the Zealot there. Yeah, he definitely would have preferred to cancel this. But look at the cheese coming out from Drone. Now, Drone has to be careful of a big Zergling counterattack here. I don't know what eOnzErG's building. He's building a lair right now. He could also rush straight from Mutas right now because the Protoss tech is going to be super far behind where it normally would be. So that is definitely something that Drone needs to look out for. I've even seen Protosses sometimes follow this up with like a 2 Stargate Corsair in order to help deal with a Muta follow-up. Whoa, hello. Oh, and we're in cannon range, boys. Oh man, that's a lot of Zerglings though. That's a lot of Zerglings. Now, is he going to try and break the front, or is he just going to try and break those 2 cannons at his third? The front looks like it's dicey, but there is quite a big gap, so he could try and run by if he gets link speed. But it looks like eOnzErG is not doing that just yet. And it looks like we do have Cybernetics Core now on the way for Drone. And this, yep, it's going to be a Spire. eOnzErG now taking the top right natural as his new third base. And this is the thing, Drone really needs to be careful about these incoming Mutas. It is going to be Mutas. He might scout it though. Somehow the Zealot just wanders into the base with all these Zerglings around, but he's not going to get the scout off. Oh man, eOnzErG, he had speed finished. He had speed finished! Is that in vision? Oh man. Drone's vision goes up to here, it seems. But I don't know if that's from the probe or not. Did Drone see that? Oh man, I wish I reacted faster and actually clicked eOnzErG vision. So I could see if he actually saw that Spire. I assumed he wasn't going to get anywhere near it, so I didn't even think of trying to click the vision there, because I thought the Zerglings would just surround it and kill it straight away since they had speed. But eOnzErG making a bit of a mistake there. He does also show that he has a lot of speedlings, so he is causing Drone to make another cannon just to make sure he doesn't get busted. A nice little wall in here as well from Drone. But look at this, Stargate is only halfway done, and the Spire is about to pop here. However, it seems that eOnzErG didn't actually save Larva for this. Look at this. No Larva have actually been saved. I feel like that's a mistake, right? I mean, is that really just for Scourge? Huh. Because I thought Mutas, you know, rushing for Mutas again when you get cannon rush is great, right? And look at this. You see 2 cannons in each base, plus a cannon in the main. You're getting Corsairs now. I mean, maybe Eon just figures that, you know, Drone, having seen that with the Zealot, most likely would be getting the appropriate defenses, and so maybe possibly changed his mind on the build there. I mean, this could have been his plan all along. I could have just, you know, just assumed that it would be Mutas, but he could have just been going for this all along. You can see the 2 cannons though in each base, so Drone definitely was concerned about a Muta follow-up. We even have the +1 air weapons coming up for him, and quite a delayed Citadel. This is going to be very, very slow Templar tech from Drone here, which means eOnzErG can even potentially get this this 4th base quite quickly. You know, this is kind of like the old style ZVP, where you see, you know, the 3rd being taken at another natural. You get a free 4th base in the main. You play kind of a more defensive style Zerg, a bit more of a greedy Zerg. Nowadays, you very rarely see this, but I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely effective, and you can see, there we go. So you can take the 4th base very, very quickly. So he's gone up to 6 hatcheries very quickly, and he's just going to rely on SimCity and Sunkens to defend. Now, unfortunately for him, Circuit Breaker has a little bit of an open natural, so you can see the SimCity is not perfect. It's not really his fault, it's a very open map compared to, say, Fighting Spirit. But look at how many cannons Drone is making, though. Like, this is a lot of cannons as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cannons have been made, even though eOnzErG hasn't even attacked once yet. That's a lot of static defenses for the Protoss, and this also means that Drone is also not going to be able to move out. So eOnzErG, with his fast 4 base, is completely fine, right? So Drone just didn't want to die to anything stupid, but I think that's actually nullified any advantage he gained from killing this 3rd. Like, once this hatchery finishes, I think eOnzErG is going to be perfectly happy with the situation right now. And a random Zealot's going to walk in here. If he sees the Spore, this combined with the fact that there's no hatchery here, or at the 12 o'clock, I don't know if he's going to make it to 12 o'clock. If he makes it to the 12 o'clock, actually he's going to make it to 12 o'clock. This should indicate to him that the top right 2 bases have both been taken. Because there's no way that eOnzErG wouldn't have a third in this situation. And also, the early Spore Colony, if you're taking 3 close bases, is not really necessary. But if you're playing, again, the fast 4 base style, you very often, if not always, get this Spore. And it looks like speed is also finished, so he's even going to see what's over here. Doesn't need to infer it like I was suggesting. It's literally just going to see what's going on. But the question is, what does he do about it? He's got 8 speed lots on the map. +1 is not done yet. +1, I can't see the progress because I don't have the vision there. Looks like Drone is going to respond by just taking the mineral only here. And ooh, that is actually a lot of Corsairs. Oh wait, I can't double click? I thought I could double click. Alright, never mind. He's getting a Robo now as well. That's going to be for observers, but with this many Corsairs, he could easily also get a shuttle and drop some DTs into the Zerg's main. Looks like there's an Overlord behind the natural, but no Scourge here. There's some Scourge actually at the mineral only. Meanwhile, the Speedlots are trying to figure out what they want to do here. They're actually splitting up a little bit. I think that's just a pathing issue, because half the Zealots were kind of like below the cutoff line, I guess. So I think this is a pathing issue. Okay, looks like we're going to have an attack here at the front. It is +1 Corsairs and presumably +1 Zealots. Yeah, these are +1 Speedlots, but that's a really nice SimCity, so I really don't think the Zealots are going to be able to do anything here. Yeah, I'm just going to back up. And are we going to see a shuttle with drops? By the way, this probe is trapped on purpose so that he can stack the Corsairs. Of course, as a Protoss, you don't have the luxury of using a random Overlord in the corner to stack your air units, so you need to trap a worker like this in order to do so. And it looks like, ooh, a few Zerglings running in here to try and poke around this third base. Going to kill a cannon, it looks like, but not going to stop the Nexus from coming up. Meanwhile, these Zealots at least are just kind of running around and perhaps scaring eOnzErG a little bit. Actually, to be honest, he shouldn't be too scared of them. So, but they're just running around anyway. A lot of hatcheries being added for eOnzErG. Nidus Canal as well to connect the bases. Looks like, wow, he's already got his Hive, already got his Defiler Mount all the way. Really, really speedy on that tech. I mean, this is one nice benefit of this style as well. You can really just sit behind your static defenses, you know, save a lot of money. I mean, imagine how a normal ZVP would go with the Zerg's massing Hydras and Lurkers at this point. I mean, relatively speaking, eOnzErG, he's got barely like a control group and a half of Hydras here and almost nothing at this base. Okay, he's got one control group here. You know, very few units compared to what you would normally see at this point in a ZVP, with the Zergs running around on the map. And that means he can use all that money instead to tech up, to, you know, get the 4th hatchery, or the 4th base, get all the extra hatcheries. Look at how many drones he's making. He's droning up like crazy, he's taking up like crazy. When eOnzErG actually decides to move out, he's going to have an insanely strong force, backed up by Hive-level tech, backed up by the Defilers. And that's going to be really scary. Drone, I think, really needs to do something like, you know, drop 4 DTs into this top right base, for example, and kill the Overlords with his Corsairs. And, whoa, looks like a Storm, actually, picking off 6 Scourge right there. Where did the Corsairs go? Okay, the Corsairs are down here. Looks like that's Goon range, I think, on the way. He's still making more Corsairs, but Drone cannot allow eOnzErG to just get away with this, but I think it's too late. eOnzErG's already gone away with it. Look at his drone count. Look at that great drone saturation there at all 4 bases. I mean, sure, it's, you know, compared to a Protoss or a Terran, that's not that many, but for Zergs, this is already considered great saturation. This is great saturation for a Zerg. That's fantastic. It's wonderful, you know? So it's kind of funny. Nothing, you know, after that cannon rush, it looks like nothing has happened in the game, but I feel like Drone has just fallen behind. Drone has really, really fallen behind here. And he's gonna run up here. I don't see. Okay, the Obs is a little bit far behind, but he doesn't have that many goons anyway, so it's not exactly the greatest composition to engage this. This is gonna run in with a couple of units, I guess. Is this on purpose? I can't tell if he's doing this to just try and efficiently clear Lurkers, or if that was just a misclick, a mismicro. I think that was actually a mismicro. In the meantime, eOnzErG are getting yet another base here, and you see, the supplies are even. That should not be the case. Protoss needs to be, you know, 20-30 supply ahead, but And also, well, I mean, technically he's only 1 base behind, but he does have this kind of like small mineral only base, whereas eOnzErG has 4 full bases. So I'm very scared for the eventual engagement. Like, it's okay for now, but he's on primarily Zealots. Look at this, because he's been on only 2 gas. He's on primarily Zealots, and while Zealots are okay against Defilers and Dark Swarm, they suffer horribly from Plague, and eOnzErG has a lot of Lurkers, which are obviously great against Zealots. So I'm very, very scared for Drone right now. He's going to have to do some great engagements, and possibly get some Reavers out as well. I did see the Robo being added at his 3rd base. That's a 2nd Robo. So he is definitely going for Reavers. And here's the first major engagement that we're going to see. The Zealots on the top side have been cleaned up. Looks like a Storm. Oh, getting a lot of Zerglings with that Storm. And another Storm looks like it's going to get a decent number of units as well. But there's a Lurker in the back doing a decent amount of damage. 1-1 upgrades finished for the Zerg player. He's actually running in here. There's not that many Lurkers. Only 2 Lurkers here. But Drone doesn't look like he's able to continue the attack, and he's got to be careful, because if he overcommits, Eon could send in units from the left side and completely sandwich his army. So, yeah, it looks like Drone is going to pull back now. Does not want to get stuck, does not want to suicide his army, especially as he's trying to take another base here. Taking that 6 o'clock base. Is he getting his Reaver Tech going? Okay, there's the Reaver Tech. That's going to be very, very important with these Defilers coming out to help deal with the Lurkerling. Defiler really wants those Reavers. And it looks like eOnzErG now going for the counterattack with the Defiler, but there are some Zealots in place. Oh! High Templar is going to suicide itself. Bit of miscontrol here from Drone, but also eOnzErG not using the Dark Swarm, although finally, looks like the Lurkers are going to get in here. The Zealots, can they kill them before they do too much damage? It looks like they are going to be able to. So the attack from eOnzErG also thwarted. Both players just kind of doing small-scale attacks on each other's bases, neither really committing too much. And it looks like oh my god, somebody pointed out, oh wait, no. Oh yeah, only 2 guys are on this natural gas, actually. Someone just in the chat just pointed it out. Thank you for that. Fnatic. That might also explain why there's such a heavy Zealot composition. So basically, not only does Drone only have the 2 gas bases, but one of his gas bases isn't even mining fully, which is really, really bad. Oh man, there's the first Plague, a decent Plague, but I think we have our first Reaver out on the field as well, and the Reavers are absolutely crucial in late game PvZ. A nice Plague catching the Shuttle and Reaver, though, is going to make them a little bit vulnerable to Hydras, but Drone keeping the pressure on. The problem, though, is eOnzErG going to counterattack here? I don't see a Defiler, though. eOnzErG is missing a Defiler here. If he had a Defiler here, this base would immediately die. In fact, given that there's only 4 cannons up right now, he could immediately die straight away. A 3rd Robo actually being constructed. I think this is the 3rd one, right? Yeah, that is the 3rd Robo being constructed for Liquid Drone. So definitely going heavy on the Reavers, which I really like. But look at this! The Plagued Reaver getting immediately sniped down, and another nice Plague there by eOnzErG. There are no Archons for the Protoss right now, so he is super weak to the Plagues. And now look at these Cracklings absolutely eviscerate the base. A Reaver coming down, but there's no Observer. It looks like he blows up with the splash damage, though. He actually manages to kill the Lurker. The Lings now right-clicked onto the Nexus. He needs the Reaver to blow up the Lings. The Reaver's not enough. Look at how fast that Nexus falls, and Drone losing his 4th base. Big trouble here for Drone. Now, for a second, I thought there was a drop up here, but it looks like there was not. And there was still a Lurker here. And I just heard a Reaver die. I think this Reaver actually died. Drone losing control of the situation a little bit, but he's still up in supply, though. He's still up in supply, at least, but his force is primarily Zealots, which don't really scale well into the late game PvZ, unfortunately for Protoss. And yeah, you can just see the Cracklings doing real nice work here on those Zealots. At this point in the game, the Zealots no longer are really for damage or anything. They're mainly just as a buffer so that your Reavers can shoot from behind them, that you can storm from behind them, that the Archons even can shoot from behind them, because Archons have a little bit of range. So this mass Zealot composition is really not working out for Drone. And now eOnzErG sending more units down to the mineral only. This one Lurk is actually going to even kill the freaking Robo. Oh man, another Reaver is going to die before getting a shot off. Oh man, Drone is just completely falling apart. Looks like he's got a Reaver drop, though, in eOnzErG's main base. I don't know if it did it. It looks like something happened. It might have dropped here at the natural as well. And actually, eOnzErG is losing a lot of his drones, and he's not going to be able to kill this base, but he's going to kill almost all the probes, though. Look at this. All the probes getting killed between the Lurker and the Lynx. He's going to kill all of those units, but all the drones in his main base have gone. Looks like most of the drones in his natural have gone as well. And now the Reaver going to the third base. eOnzErG finally pulling his drones. He's going for another attack, but between the DTs and the Zealots, it's going to be completely fine. The Reaver, though, is going to get taken down. Oh, no, he doesn't pick up the Reaver in time. Drone loses the Reaver. Look at the supplies. He was at 180 supply. He's dropped 80 supply right now, with eOnzErG barely getting touched, even with all those drone kills. Nothing left in the shuttle, apparently, or he could have blown up a whole bunch more drones there. And Drone is now in a horrible, horrible position. How you doing, Fabian? Fabian, we gotta help out our buddy, our fellow Protoss here. He's in big trouble. Oh man, he's losing so many High Templars too. Oh god, run them in the back. Alright, we got a storm. And these DTs are actually doing work because there's no Overlord here. Just gotta be careful not to get them splashed to death by the Lurkers. And we are now in desperation defense mode for Drone. These Lurkers doing a number on everything, but it looks like he's going to hold yet again. But look at the mini-map. Look at how many bases he has. He's now getting the 9 o'clock base. He's got the top right mineral only. He's got everything. He's got everything. And Drone is mined out at his main and natural, and he still is is not really mining all of the gas that he could be. Alright. Oh man, another Reaver falls. Oh god. Oh god, I think this is going to be the end here. eOnzErG, he's going for the kill, he's going for the win. He can actually plague these to see them. If you plague DTs, they become visible again, but... Oh wait! He sees them, he's got the Overlords. And I think this is going to be GG here. Yep, from Drone. GG, eOnzErG takes game number 1, recovering very, very smoothly from getting cannon rushed. Alright, at the top right position as the yellow Protoss, we have Liquid Drone, aka TOT Eriador. At the bottom right as the purple Zerg, we have IFU's eOnzErG, up 1-0 in this series. Once again, the map is Jade. And let's see if Drone goes for those cheesy strats again. Didn't quite work out for him last game. You can definitely go for a gateway expanded as well on Jade, and actually, it's a narrower choke here, so it's not a bad idea. Let's let probe guy go now. But actually, we're building cannons in my base. Oh man. There you go, guys. At least the cannon rush worked. That's a Protoss for you guys. All we care about is the cannon rush. Ian, of course, referring to the early game last game where, you know, the one gate expand from Drone did not work out at all in the sense that all of the Zealots got completely shut down by eOnzErG, if you guys remember. You know, it definitely did not look smart from eOn's point of view, but of course we could see that the Zealots were just there to make sure the Lings did not find the cannons that we're making behind his third base. Alright. Fabian, man, I can't play this tournament. I gotta cast the tournament. See, didn't you see my OBS icon, man? I'm the OBS. I'm the observer. I see everything. I'm the invisible eye in the sky. I see everything that you do. I'm like Ceiling Cat, except on Protoss. Alright, so it looks like Overlord guy did get the scout off first try, so gonna once again get early vision of this gateway expand. Whoop. this is so cool, this multi-select in observer mode and replay mode. Ah, yes, Blizzard, you're amazing. I mean, when you think about it, it's not the most complex or insane feature. It's just that we didn't have it for, you know, 15 years or whatever, so having it now is like, oh god, this is amazing! It's like I've been starving in the desert for 2 weeks, and my first drink of water is like, yes, this is so good. Oh no, this is not good! No, it's not tight on the top side! I was wondering about that, actually. I didn't mention it earlier, because I assumed that Drone knew what he was doing. Oh my god. This is not good. No. Not like this. Drone, not like this. You killed the drone at least. Well. This is very bad. This is very, very bad. Although there's actually no more Zerglings coming up into the front, so maybe this is fine. Come on, Zealot, do something, punch him! Oh my god, oh wow, see, these probes are more useful than that freaking Zealot. Where's the probe that got the kill? Wow, it was the redhead, it was a 1 HP drone, probe that actually got the kill too. Just showing those Zerglings who's boss. Looks like eOnzErG is actually going to be a gentleman and not immediately kill the Protoss, which is nice. I guess he feels bad. And one Zealot now going to go check the bottom left natural. I'm not going to see a base there. It's instead being taken at this third. It's actually kind of interesting that eOnzErG took the 6 o'clock third. Like, if he wanted to take a close third, he could have taken the 3 o'clock instead. Like, if he was going to take the 6 o'clock, I think he might as well have just taken this base. Because they're, like, about the same distance from his natural, and this base has reduced money. It's only 1,500 gas. Whereas the natural, obviously, is 5,000. So, eOnzErG will mine out of his third gas a lot faster at that base. Like, I think he should have just taken this base, to be honest. Got him. Got him. It's like gas is completed here for eOnzErG, but he's not actually mining it? Did he just mine 100 for speed or something? I mean, with Zealot's blocking, this is tight, right? Oh no, poor Zealot! Oh, got him. He got speed. Okay, no, he's actually doing 4 hatch before lair, possibly 5 hatch before lair, with just the Zergling speed. Interesting. But this is now, like, with the Zealot's blocking, this is actually quite a tight wall. So he, wait, what? What the heck is this guy doing in here? Wait, has this guy been here the whole time? Alright, not only does he kill another probe, but he actually sees the Stargateless build here. He sees the Citadel first. So eOnzErG with complete vision of what Eriador is doing, which is kind of like a semi-cheesy 2-base attack here with no Stargate. So eOnzErG should be very well prepared for this kind of shenanigans. I think he's gonna poke the front. Oh, he's gonna bait out a Zealot! Oh, I didn't quite get this round off though, fortunately for him. I meant unfortunately. I might have said fortunately. That was not fortunate for eOnzErG. But eOnzErG is indeed going 5 hatch, no lair, Hydras. And the thing is, I think going no Stargate as Protoss is probably the best thing you can do against this. I don't know, I'm kind of iffy about this. I don't really know. I need to talk to some high-level Protoss. I don't know if anyone in the chat can tell me. Because the Corsair is not really going to contribute that much. I mean, yes, Zerg won't have Overlord speed, but he can just kill you with Hydras, right? So, and your Corsair doesn't really help. Wow, this thing is still alive, damn. It's really unfortunate for Drone. I mean, it has speed. Oh my god, no! Oh no! eOnzErG, come on man, stop bullying the poor Protoss. Eon, that's not nice. Come on man. Oh. got one. Hey! Oh, actually, that didn't do that much at all. And now the Zealots are moving down. Presumably the +1 in speed will be done shortly. Templar Archives is also almost done. A lot of Sunkens being made here, and an Evo Chamber to help completely wall this off. There's the speed. +1 not quite finished, but I don't think they can really go in here. He's actually just going to try and knock down the Evo Chamber so that he can run in. Alright, well, alright, he kills the Evo Chamber. And now he's stuck fighting the Zerglings. His +1 finishes though. His +1 crucially does finish in time for him to actually fight these Zerglings. He has forced a lot of Sunken Colonies from eOnzErG. Look at this. And this attack is actually doing a lot more than I thought here. I thought eOnzErG would have more Hydras at this point, but I guess it just came a little bit too quickly. Looks like just gonna skirmish a little bit. Speedling still a little bit too fast for the speedlots. Gonna try and run around the back. The cannon actually isn't finished yet. But fortunately for him, the Lings don't try for the natural again. And this aggressive Zealot attack has apparently just been stopped. But I mean, that's fair enough considering the SimCity. And forcing the Zerg to make 6 Sunken Colonies is not a bad thing for the Protoss. And also apparently this has got some kind of weird mining pathing. Oh, we got a PP here from eOnzErG. Interesting. Maybe his dog jumped on the keyboard or something. Oh, I like how my mouse still has color. Everything is black and white except the mouse. Isn't that cool? Aha! I can click you. Alright. Everything done by the book. Got the good old PP. No Kespit disqualifications. Just the— whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, that looks pretty cool. Whoa! Oh my god, look, he is wearing a hood. He's wearing like an acolyte robe or something, you know what I mean? Like the priest guys wear. Usually the evil priests wear this kind of robe. And he's got like spiky fingers. Look at that. What is that for? Is it just for Maelstrom? I guess. But is he just gonna Maelstrom Hydras? That's interesting. I mean, Maelstrom to catch Mutas is wonderful, but eOnzErG went 5-hatch no lair. So, I mean, you can see he doesn't even have a Spire yet. I guess Drone doesn't know that, so he just maybe just Drone just assumes that since eOnzErG— oh no, wait. This is— no, okay, no, this actually is good. So here's the thing. Drone has no Corsairs. He has no Stargate. So since he doesn't know what eOnzErG actually did for the build, even if he did know, at this point, since eOnzErG has the lair, he could potentially make a Spire and make later Mutas, right? And Drone is not even going to make a Stargate to try and catch up on the air. He's going— this is the anti-Muta defense. This is it. He has no Corsairs. His High Templars are very exposed. He's got primarily Zealots. There's not enough Dragoons to cover them yet. He is going to increase the Dragoon count now. You can see he's getting Goon range. But until that time, the only way to protect his High Templars is this bad boy with Maelstrom. So even though we can see that there's no Spire even, I think this is actually a very valid defense. Because if you think about it, you know, adding a later Stargate and trying to catch up on Corsairs would just take you way too long, right, to actually get up there. Like, by the time the Mutas come out, you might have 3 Corsairs with no upgrade, and the Zerg can deal with that quite easily. But this, given how unexpected it is, could easily catch out a whole group of Mutalisks. And one Storm plus a couple of shots will just kill everything, right? So this is actually a really nice adaptation in this build. I actually really like this. This is really cool. Unfortunately, the game appears to be lagging slightly. Uh-oh. Might have a PP coming in again. Fabian disagrees. Fabian doesn't think this is valid, but, you know, Fabian also doesn't think the 12 next PvP is valid, so we can just ignore Fabian for now. Oh man. Oh man, and what is happening with eOnzErG? Oh god. Eon, please! No! What is going on? Eon! No, Eon, don't drop! I want to at least see a Maelstrom if you drop. No! No! Stop! I want to see a Maelstrom. Just send your dudes forward so you can get a Maelstrom. Alright, according to Wema11, Eon is having some Wi-Fi trouble. Which is unfortunate. Oh my god, I need to make sure I don't accidentally drop him from the game. No. No, Eon. Is he still streaming? Eon, please. Not like... No! Not like this! We're doing it. Alright, guys. Here we go. Oh my god. Wait, could you imagine if they swap races in this game? If eOnzErG ends up as Protoss, and what's his face? Drone ends up as Zerg? This is amazing. Oh my god, we can even see eOnzErG's chat. It works! We're back! Hide his face. Wait, what if I use this screen? No, that doesn't do anything either. Come on, guys. What, you don't like eOnzErG's face? Come on, eOnzErG's face is awesome. I can even cast his face. I can even talk about his facial expression in the games. All right, so we got an attack coming in for eOnzErG. We know that Protoss doesn't have a 12 o'clock yet. eOnzErG looks like he's taking the bottom left base. And it looks like we're going in for the attack. eOnzErG sees the Dark Archon. Stone Cold Killer. There's the Maelstrom. No reaction from Eon. Oh man, eOnzErG taking a significant amount of damage from the storms. And eOnzErG is actually going to get completely wiped here on the map. Oh my goodness, the Maelstrom doing an okay amount of stuff. For some reason, Overlords are flying all over the Protoss base as well. I don't know what's going on. So it looks like eOnzErG gets pushed back here, but the Protoss is not attacking. It seems like okay. It looks like Drone is walking around in the middle of the map here, but isn't quite confident enough to attack us yet. I mean, eOnzErG we saw had great SimCity at his natural and his third base, and judging from the minimap, Drone is taking his 12 o'clock, his third base as well. And here we go. Protoss moving down. I don't know if that Dark Archon has enough energy for another Maelstrom here. Eon's got to be careful. Oh my god, he's got to be careful because even without Maelstrom, he could take a lot of damage from storms. And looks like he's trying to do some good micro. He has a really good concave with these Hydralisks. It looks like the Protoss out of storm. No, one more storm onto the Hydralisks. And eOnzErG's army is getting destroyed here. But with this SimCity, I don't know if Protoss can realistically counterattack that effectively. As long as Protoss does not scout the bottom left main, eOnzErG should still be in okay shape here. He's going to keep up on bases. We're going to end up in 4 base Zerg against 3 base Protoss. By the way, for anyone tuning in and wondering what the heck is going on, I am actually casting this from eOnzErG's first-person stream because I was in the game before. eOnzErG unfortunately disconnected, but luckily he did save the game. So they're actually playing, they've continued the game from the save, but there's no observer slot, so only the 2 players can join the game, and I'm having to finish this cast from here. Hopefully, if we do go to a game 3, I'll be able to cast from the game, or if eOnzErG wins this game, he will go to the next round and hopefully won't have any problems in the finals. Okay, so looks like the bottom left, the 4th is done for eOnzErG. Gonna be able to send some drones over there now. Looks like he's gone straight for a Queen's Nest. He still doesn't have a Spire as far as I can see, which is interesting. I wonder if Drone might try and go for some drops or something. He's not gonna have to worry about any Scourge or anything like that. But it might be a wall for that as well, because I think last time we saw he didn't even have a robo started, but he won't want a robo soon anyway, just in case he sees any lurkers. But I don't see any lurkers yet from Eon either. Just pure Hydralisk, which is scarily effective if you can pull it off, but it's incredibly vulnerable to just getting stormed into oblivion. And here we go, another big engagement. How good is the storm dodging going to be? He's not going to be able to storm dodge that well if he gets Maelstromed again. He's got to be very, very careful not to allow a big Maelstrom to go on here. Thank you, Cake Sauce, for the host, by the way. Appreciate it, dude. And looks like finally we got some lurkers on the field now. So, eOnzErG gonna have the scary mid-game Hydra lurker force. I saw the Queen's Nest, but I didn't see if he morphed the Hive just yet, or if it finished yet. Doing some nice scouting at the top left, as you can see. Look at the minimap. Look at eOnzErG's vision. He has a lot of vision on the minimap here. So, you know, just making sure no hidden bases from the Protoss. He knows Protoss is still just on the 3 base. I mean, you wouldn't really expect a 4th base, even a hidden 4th base just yet. That'd be a little bit too greedy from the Protoss, I think. But we can see the Protoss army moving out through the middle of the map, clearing out a little bit of the vision, heading down towards eOnzErG's 3rd base. Interestingly, eOnzErG not using allied colors here, just keeping the original colors. And looks like they're actually going towards the natural expansion instead. And whoa, lagging a little bit. Alright, no, we're back. Alright, man, I'm so scared now that we're going to drop. Okay, looks like Hive is done, getting the Crackling upgrade, getting the Defiler mount as well. When that comes up, that's going to be really, really nice. We saw in the first game between these two that those Defilers and the Cracklings really, really made the difference in those big engagements. You know, the Zealots really can't, while, you know, even though Zealots are good against normal Zerglings, once again, that Adrenal Gland upgrade, you know, the Zealots don't really have a comparable upgrade, so the Zerglings really gain a lot of power at that Hive level in the late game. And you really need stuff like Reavers to help against that. Now, in the last game, we did also see Liquid Drone go for a lot of Reavers early on, quite early in fact. I don't know if he's going to do the same thing here. That will help him break this kind of good SimCity defense, but looks like he's going for the 3rd base. He's going for the 6 o'clock base. What is there here to defend? It looks like most of eOnzErG's defense was actually focused on the bottom left main, and that is natural. He actually had the least number of units at that 6 o'clock base, which could cost him here. He's got 1 lurker there, but it's immediately going to get taken down. More lurkers are running up. They could get Maelstromed, actually. If he's not careful with the unburrowed lurkers, he could get the Maelstrom. I can't see what's going on the south side. He's just trying to attack with all of his units here at the 6 o'clock. He's trying to hold on to this base. A lot of lurkers, a lot of Hydras coming in from every single angle. A very messy engagement. You can see on the minimap, units in every direction right here. It looks like eOnzErG might be able to hold this unless another big storm hits, and there is a big storm, but eOnzErG is ready for it. No, not quite ready for it. A Maelstrom on some Hydralisks as well, but it looks like eOnzErG is going to clean up the Protoss army. And note again from the minimap, no Protoss heading to the top left yet. It's actually quite difficult for the Protoss to go and take a 4th base on this map on Jade. So eOnzErG now, I think is in firm control of the game. eOnzErG now heading up to counterattack towards the 12 o'clock, but some more units coming out. Quite a few High Templar for the Protoss. He did sadly lose his Dark Archon, but Drone is moving out yet again. He's got a lot of Zealots, though, against Lurkers. I don't know if there's any odds there. By the look of it, there is no Observer with the Protoss army this time. He's going to storm the Lurkers a little bit, but look at this eOnzErG going for the High Templar, going for that Micro. Look at that Micro, targeting down these units, although it looks like gonna maybe grab the Dragoon, gonna try and grab the High Templar. Looks like eOnzErG, meanwhile, expanding to the bottom left natural as well, so going up to 5 bases. But taking another expansion, I mean, so eOnzErG can maybe get the 3 o'clock now, and after that it will be kind of tricky for him to also get another base, although, you know, after 6 bases, I'm not sure what more you could want. Looks like Zergling seeing a probe potentially trying to sneak the 9 o'clock base, actually, but going to shut that down. I can see the Protoss army moving down the right side of the map. It looks like another attack is coming in, but Defilers are out. Now, it is a primarily Zealot force, so the Darkstorm's not going to hurt them too much, but if eOnzErG has Plague again, that is definitely going to hurt him. And what do we got? Looks like some nice Lurkers defense on the top of the ramp. I mean, Drone, I think, really needs to commit hard one way or the other. He seems to be kind of walking around in the middle of the map. He either needs to send his whole army to defend the top left, or at least, you know, a decent chunk of it to the top left to really secure those 2 bases, or he needs to just kind of almost do a 3-base all-in and just commit to an all-in attack, because he's not realistically going to be able to take the top left 2 bases without committing a decent number of units to do so. And you know, we can see that he just keeps attacking. So this could be, you know, possibly the final attack here for Drone, because if this army gets crushed again, I don't know how Drone's going to afford to remake yet another army here. That would be 2 entire Protoss armies gone. And here we go. Again, very Zealot Dragoon heavy. There's not actually that much in the way of defense for this base, so eOnzErG could lose this base. In fact, he's going to lose the hatchery for sure, but the question is, how many units is he going to lose? How much damage can he do to the Protoss in return? It looks like the Zealot's on the wrong side of the Dragoons. It looks like, oh my god, there's a Reaver here as well. There we go. There's the first Reaver in action, killing a lot of the drones at the bottom left. And Drone is really fighting his way back into this game with that drone attack, with this ground attack. This base could actually even potentially die here. The Reaver doing maximum damage. The Lurker Ling, not enough. But no, the Reaver gets sniped. The Reaver gets sniped. That was a crucial snipe by eOnzErG. I didn't even actually see how that went down. There's a couple of frames of lag right there. But eOnzErG, does he have enough to actually defend this base? He's got a lot of Lings coming out. But eOnzErG could be in a little bit of trouble. A lot of Lings are running out. But they're running out kind of one at a time, which gives the Protoss army opportunity to actually kill this. eOnzErG trying to send more units down to the bottom left right now. But remember, guys, still no expansion from the Protoss. Drone has got to be mining out right now. He's got to be mining out the top right. He's got to be mining out his main and his natural. Maybe his third is okay still. But remember, the third base on Jade has a lower gas count than normal. And the army is cleaned up. The bottom left base is saved. He lost all the drones here. And actually, eOnzErG mined out his natural. And presumably he's going to get close to mine out his his main rather as well. So we're getting down to kind of a lowish eco game. Lowish eco game for both players, and another army now coming out for Drone. By the way, guys, just quickly, if you're wondering why the heck you're watching like first-person view from eOnzErG, it's because this game, eOnzErG actually disconnected halfway through this game, but managed to save the game before that happened. But there's no op slot in saved games, so the players have resumed from the save game, and I'm having to cast from eOnzErG's stream to see the rest of this game, which is actually turning out to work pretty well here. It's good fun. I hope you guys are able to follow along, and I think it's quite exciting as well, seeing the first-person view sometimes. I mean, I think they used to do that in like Pro League and stuff, right? Every now and then they would switch to the player cam just to see what the players were doing. Anyway, another big attack coming down towards the 6 o'clock base, and another shuttle there, so another Reaver, but it looks like he's going to catch the High Templars. Oh man, a bit of a mistake here from Eriador, losing 2 High Templars in the back that were too slow. They didn't quite follow the army. I mean, he's having to move cross-map with his entire army, which means the High Templars really lag behind. But eOnzErG, does he have anything to actually defend this? He just right-clicked the shuttle with something. I don't know if those were Scourge or something, but it looks like, oh my god, he picks off the shuttle with just 3 Hydralisks. Huge mistake from Eriador. He even had shuttle speed, and he immediately loses the shuttle and Reaver. That Reaver could have been the difference in this attack. A big Zealot Archon force, though, running in here, just walking through all the Lurker Fire, taking so much damage. Can Eriador break this? He's got to be mined out soon. He has to kill this base, I think. It's going to be really close. eOnzErG, though, looks like he can't hold anymore. This is incredibly close. Eriador's got to be getting close to mined out, but eOnzErG is also getting mined out. eOnzErG will be only on the 6 o'clock base now after losing this expansion. Look at the mini-map, though, flooding down into the bottom left. Both players are going to be broke very soon. It could just come down to this last engagement. 4 Archons, a bunch of Zealots, a single High Templar, but Zerglings only for eOnzErG. The 2 Lurkers are dead. I think Liquid Joan has done it. I think Eriador is going to take this game. eOnzErG is in huge trouble now. I thought he was in control. Or maybe not in control, but you know what I mean. He's eOnzErG. He's not in control, but he has now lost control of this game. And Drone, well, I don't know. I mean, he's still got the 6 o'clock base. I don't know how many resources Drone has left, but surely Drone is in a great position right now. I mean, eOnzErG is only at 59 supply, and oh, he's going to get a couple High Templars, though. He's going to get a couple High Templars. More High Templars are going to die. But oh no, there's Reavers. There's Reavers. Sunkens and Lurkers won't do anything against... Oh man, the Sunkens and Lurkers won't do anything against Reavers. These Reavers are really winning the game for Drone, even though eOnzErG did a great job picking off 2 Reavers so far. The Reavers are now breaking down the 6 o'clock. The main army is going to actually attack the natural here. Oh, he snipes the observer. I don't know if Drone has actually scouted the 3 o'clock base, but it looks like his army is moving there. The fresh expansion for eOnzErG, but no, it looks like he's going up the natural. Alright, no, you can't quite decide. And actually, wait a minute. If eOnzErG can hold the 3 o'clock, he can still win this. I think. It's just so hard to say without being able to see what Eriador actually has in this position. This actually makes it really exciting. Guys, see, this is why actually, you know, people said, you know, being able to see all the upgrades and stuff in SC2 actually loses some of the excitement. I mean, I don't know what half of the game, like, the situation for an entire half of the game here. And oh, look at that army! You can see on eOnzErG's face. eOnzErG's expression says it all there. Seeing the Protoss army, like, holy bananas. And I am actually amazed that Drone has been able to have that many units, that strong of an army, off just the original 3 bases this whole game. Again, a reduced gas vat count on the 3rd base on Jade means... Well, actually, now that I think about it, Drone has played a super zealot heavy style for this whole game. So actually, maybe that makes sense. I mean, he hasn't built, you know, a crazy amount of gas units the whole game, and here we go. He's running into the natural. Nothing eOnzErG can do. This army is just way too strong. Oh, he's gonna get the shuttle again. I mean, the Reavers are both winning and losing the game for Drone. He's lost so many of them. But I think they were quite key, though, in several of these engagements, and I mean, that's about it. Looks like Eon's just going to maybe poke around and see what's going on here, see what Protoss has left, but the main base is dead, the natural is dead, he's only got the 6 o'clock, and GG from eOnzErG. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, are you ready for game number 3, the deciding game between Drone and eOnzErG? Here we go. At the top right position as the brown Zerg, we do have IFU eOnzErG. And at the top left as the teal Protoss, we have Liquid Drone, aka TOT Eriador. The good old Templars of Twilight. And man, what a series so far. Really good games for both games 1 and 2, actually. Great plays from both players. Down to the wire now. eOnzErG did win the previous 3 ESL Weekly Cups, guys. He is the defending champion. And yet he could potentially be knocked out here in the semifinals by Liquid Drone, who I don't think has been playing in that many tournaments recently. I have no idea if he's been playing a lot of ladder games or anything like that, but it's very interesting how he's able to really give eOnzErG a good fight here. I mean, eOnzErG is definitely one of the top foreigners right now. I mean, even arguably the top foreigner, depending on who you ask. So it's very, very, very cool. Is he going to gateway expand again? We did see gateway expands in both previous games. I think this pylon position means he is. Yep. So there's the gateway placed. Oh my god, he's going to 2-gate! Oh no, 9-9. Ladies and gentlemen, Drone ain't messing around. Drone with the 9-9 gate. Overlord scouts in the wrong direction. Probe, which way are you going to scout, buddy? You're going to scout in the wrong direction. That's okay, I forgive you. And yes, the Slorm, that's correct. Drone already took out Lancer X in the first round of this tournament. So Drone really tearing it up today. And holy moly. Alright, oh, but we have a drone scout. Oh, the drone scout. Oh, eOnzErG. eOnzErG. He knows. He's like, I'm not losing to any sneaky Protoss today. No, sir. And we're busted, boys. We are busted. Hello. Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That ain't no gateway expand. Well, alright, looks like the probe now going cross map because he knows, given the timing of that drone scout, that eOnzErG must have spawned in close positions. And unfortunately for drone, eOnzErG appears to have gone for a 9 pool? That's what Slarm is saying. I wasn't actually paying attention. But the first two zealots are out. Ooh, snipes the drone. That's nice. There's only like 8 drones here. 9 drones here. But the Zergling's going around the top side. He's going for the counter. eOnzErG is actually going for the counter attack. Oh my god, this could be insane. This game could be insane. He could just snipe the pylon. He could just snipe the pylon. All the zealots are being rallied to the front. eOnzErG is going to snipe the pylon. Oh my god. Drone needs to pull back right now. He needs to pull this zealot back. Actually, I don't think it matters. He's going to snipe the pylon. And all he needs to do is just not die. And he'll be fine. The probes are actually AFK. eOnzErG is doing it. Probe is in trouble. Or drone is in trouble. His name's Liquid. It's Liquid Drone. It's not Liquid Probe. But, you know, he's got probes right now. And it looks like Drone is desperately trying to repower his gateways. But he is about to lose almost all of his zealots. He's got one more zealot coming in here, but he's in so much trouble. He has no power to his gateways. I think that's the game. Oh god, no, Liquid Drone. How could this happen? Oh god, after those 2 games, after those 2 incredible long games, it's come down to this. The inability to power your gateways. GG from Drone, and eOnzErG takes the series 2-1 and moves on to the finals.